What's going on, everybody? It is Spicy Topic, and I'm back to talk about deprogramming the minds of the women of Carbonation, who's run by Nature Boy. First, we're going to talk about Nexum cult leader Keith Raniere, who was sentenced to 120 years in jail. Similar to Nature Boy running a cult. Insider.com. Nexum cult leader Keith Raniere has been sentenced to life in prison. The founder and leader of Nexum was sentenced to a lifetime in prison, was convicted of sex trafficking of children, conspiracy to commit forced labor in June 2019, falsely billed himself a scientist, and created self-help courses with Nexum co-founder Nancy Salzman. The courses helped brainwash members, some to the point of joining a secret sorority that branded its members with Raniere's initials and manipulated them into sex with him. Check this video part out right here where you see Eliana during this fight. Homegirl got possessed, and when she's upset like this, she's saying one thing, but this anger is not coming from where she's saying. This anger is coming from heartache. She can't have the man she wants. She's been lied to. She put herself into a position where she settled for a man that has multiple chicks. She's done things that's the unthinkable. She's allowed him to abuse her body anally, and she just allowed him to disrespect her to the point where her self-esteem is to the floor.
Energy before anything. I'm listening. That's why I cry for my people. That's why I get back on the path for my people. Even though I fell to my knees, nigga, I go back to my because I don't care about none of that shit. I care about overcoming my demons. I don't want to fight my people because my demons come through them. I want to fight because we disrespect each other, because we hate each other, because we lie to each other, because we still ain't care for each other. That's why. Not because my demons come through, and that's why I want to fight you, nigga. Because you need to learn lessons. You a baby soul, nigga. You a baby soul.
This ain't cries of no one that's hurt or no one that disrespected them. This is cries of a woman that has given her soul to a man she fell in love with. She's trapped and she can't get out. This is a young girl who has a baby tied up to a man with sexually transmitted diseases, allegedly. In this clip I'm about to show you, he's provoking Malia to say what he wants her to say. You can even see in her eyes, she's completely sad. And look at her. I mean, she's attached to this guy. He is physically harming her. He's admitted to that online. This is not something they did or said. They scared to say any damn thing, and you will see that. Let's take a look and analyze the actions of a brainwashing, narcissistic, manipulative, deceptive liar.
Oh, he's reflection. Hey. I did not know it was about sex. Hello? He's reflecting. I just got two questions. I just have two questions to ask. Actually, just one. This is to Malia and Aya, because I'm curious. How you doing? I got a question to ask Malia and Aya, right? Just be honest with me. Now, you both had birth children, right? How does it feel when you are interacting with Liana's child? Do you ever think about your own kids? Do you ever feel like a guilt?
There's no separation.
There's no separation? So you don't ever, do you think about them at all? Do you miss them? Like, honestly?
For me personally, I do think about him because that's natural response. I'm a mother, so I do think about him. But I don't take it to a space where it's going to be of a detriment. I understand the healthiness of it. For me, I left him in a very safe place with his father, so he could be taken care of. And boys need to be raised by their fathers, so it's a perfect situation that he has. And so, by me, I feel like by Princess being there, it doesn't make me feel guilty. It just makes me love another part of myself, as if he was here, because he is, like, from what we teach, you know? So, yeah. I miss him, I think about him, and that's why when I do videos for him so that he can be able to see what I'm doing, so that he can be able to see the knowledge and see what his mom is doing. And he'll watch it and he'll, like, he poured up through me. So he has 23 of my chromosomes, so there's a part of him that's going to think like me, so he's going to see the videos, and there's a part of him that's going to understand. When I left my Babylon mom, I understood. I didn't hold no animosity towards her because there's no reason to. She had her own life to live, and so does everyone else.
Okay. All right. Thanks for being honest, Aya. What about you, Malia?
I do think about him sometimes, like when I'm interacting with Eliana, I can see how she does certain things that he used to do, and I think about him. I just try not to hold on to that, because then you go into a space of becoming very depressed, and we don't teach that. We teach that we are and I also did try to get him and try to get him back, but it wouldn't work out because my Babylon sisters, they've created a bond with him that when I do get him, it wouldn't be the same. He would feel
I understand, you're on your own path, right? And
We've talked to his family. Excuse me, not I. We've talked to Malia's family many to call them to inquire about her son, but they were stubborn on the fact, and they didn't want to give him. They were like, no, you can't have him. Like, made it hard for her. So it wasn't, it's not like she didn't want to take him or didn't want to go get him or anything like that. Her family is making it hard for her, and I'm pretty sure that Mama Aya is.
Real quick, let me just say I will be utterly disgusted for Eliana to jump in and say anything when she has her daughter there. They are required to take care of that girl's daughter as if she can't take care of her own child. They supposed to. They left their children. They left their kids. And that's a lie. In the beginning, he did not want to pay for her to bring her son. All this stuff is documented online. So what is he? Is he really? He's mentally insane. He's insane. This stuff is documented online. They wouldn't allow Malia to bring her son. Eliana, for you to open your mouth while your daughter is there being taken care of by all of them, just becoming as bad as she can be, because honey, she gonna start hitting and screaming and getting her way and spoiled and everything out of control. Everything out of control, just like her daddy. I really wish the little girl was out of that environment, because she's truly a beautiful little child, very beautiful. But that guy is evil. But yeah, I just wanted to say that it was just for another woman to say anything about her, the woman that can't stand her, to talk for her about her child. How would you feel? All right, y'all, let's get back to the video.
The situation with my Babylon family was very, very difficult, because they've made a situation around like the system and putting him, having custody over him. So I would have to go through a whole loop of going through the system to even get him back. So it made it very hard for me to even get him. So I just, in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, the universe made it so I can't get him back, so I didn't worry about it.
All right. I mean, I understand. I have a child. I will never leave him, but I understand that we all have our own paths, and some people will see it as being selfish. I understand both sides. I understand that you want to fulfill your desire of living in the tropics and being away from this, and some people feel that because you were chosen as a woman, you're a vessel to bring a soul into this realm, and it's your job to raise that soul until it's strong enough to go on its own. So by you running away, or not necessarily running away, but choosing this path and abandoning that soul for somebody else to raise it, some people see it as a way of is a bad thing to do. So, but I understand there's pros and cons to everything. You have your own path to live. You have your own life. You're going to have to answer for whatever it is decisions you make at this point. You're very young, and I appreciate you talking and not cutting you off, listening and responding respectfully. I appreciate that.
I love myself.
All right, take care.
Like, I'm taking you away from your child. And I feel like,
You're not though.
but it still comes back on me if you don't explain it well. It makes it look like this is the reason why I'm fucked up now. You can't just sit there and irresponsibly not explain to these people what's going on, because it makes it look like I'm taking you from your son. And this is why people hate me now. And it's not the truth. I had nothing to do with that.
I understand that. Like, I feel like I've effectively communicated the best way I can.
Nah, you haven't, nigga. No, you haven't. Nah, son. If I was somebody listening out there, I'd be like, yo, this nigga making them leave their kids. They think that I'm making you leave your kids.
In true manipulated fashion, he jumps in and he completely makes a disgrace. He's giving himself up because of his own guilt. She's done nothing wrong. She said everything right, just as trained and brainwashed as she could be. And he jumps in because he's angry anyway. He wants to fight with her anyway. He has to choose someone to lay out his energies, his emotions, his ignorance, his anger. He has to take that out on somebody. And Malia is the one he's taking it out on. Because if you look at the situation, what kind of natural, normal circumstance would a man be having with all these girls living with him, with their children away? Dude, no matter what you think or who you blame, it's all going to fall back on you, because this is your enterprise. So when they come for your ass and they lock your ass up like they did homeboy over there for 120 years, it's going to be your ass. Your ass. I hope that these girls wake up. Wake up. Girls, snap out of it. Your little piece of dick make you go that crazy? Like, I mean, come on. How low do you have to go for that? You got to get yourself cleaned up too, because they out there doing all types of anal, and then from the front to the back, to the front to the back, to the switch, flipping all these people with these bacterial and these issues they're having, I'm sure, with their own feminine selves. This is wrong, and I want them to take him down. I want the cops to take his ass down. Take him down. This is not healthy. He's mentally ill. And he needs to be away. They need to be separated from this. So I'm going to let y'all listen to the rest of this video. But just keep in mind, what he's doing is taking his anger and his anxiety out on Malia. She ain't do nothing wrong. But he's going to blame her, and to the point where she starts to blame herself. And all that happiness and joy you see after she fought, she got her little bit of strength back up, got her pink on. She done got built up. He's tearing her down again. That's another tactic to keep her stuck, taking her power. You have to get to the point where you have to say, they can have that hoe. And I said it before, I mean it. You have to say that. That's going to help you to begin to break those chains of fear that if I leave, he's going to have her. He's going to take her. He's going to forget me. Honey, you worth more. Let him forget you. Honey, you have to feel that pain of detaching from him. That's the only way. The only way. And it's a beautiful pain to actually, when you feel yourself getting your strength back day by day, that's what you work for. That's what your work is. Your effort is in yourself. Nothing to do with nobody else. You have to get away from this situation, and you have to stop allowing this liar, this demon, this man who has weaknesses of lust. He gave into lust, and he's trying to make this a religion. This is a lie. Nothing about this is God. Nothing about this is the Messiah. Nothing about this is pure or right. And you know that. You just want to have sex with him, and you just are so caught up into the looks. He's on the run. If he come back to the States, they're going to get his ass for child support and all the other illegal things that he's done. He's lying to you. Recognize. All right, y'all, I'm out. I'm going to play the rest of this video. Leave a comment below. Please like this video because it's not monetizable. And you can leave me a Cash App or Super Chat if you don't mind. Thank you. Peace.
You should not.
No, you gotta do better than them, man. Like, you gotta defend me. Like, you can't. These people gonna take forever. You know what I'm saying? And that's my whole thing for coming on here, is to clear up the vibes. And the answers, the way you answered it, made it seem like you ain't no, like you being held against your will, or like the way you answered it, it make it seem funny type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it make me look bad because it's my shit, and it make me look like to the public like I took you away from your son, or you can't speak up for yourself, and you don't know how to talk, so you're being held against your will, brainwashed, and that's what it's making me look like. Do you understand that? When you sit there looking like the way you're looking right now, like the whole thing you're doing, you can't do that online, man. You feel me? You can't do that. You can't. You cannot do what you're doing right now.
I understand. I feel like I'm moving.
This is why people call the cops on me. This is why we end up in prisons and jails, because they use this type of shit against me. It's not a game, this is my life. You see what I'm saying? Like, and everything y'all do, whether you leave here or you stay here, what y'all do fall back on me, and it make me look bad. So if y'all be acting weirdo, and if y'all be acting like introverts, or y'all don't want to talk, it makes me look bad, and it makes it look like I'm doing it to you or to the public. Think like, look at them poor women. They being manipulated. They don't have a mind of their own. Like, look at them. And now they gonna use that shit against me, my nigga. Like, this shit is fucked up. Ain't you looking at the situation for what it is? This shit fall back on me. All I'm trying to do is live my life. Yo, when we was talking to each other for you to come here, I asked you. He was like, nah, I don't think that he gonna allow that. And I'm like, well, you know what it is, you feel me? And you got here, he was like, yo, he didn't even sign a birth certificate. And I'm like, what? You could have brought him. Everybody do that. I'm like, all right, well, get him. You know what I'm saying? And instead of you explaining the whole situation, like, listen, I decided to leave because I felt like his father wasn't gonna let me take him. And then, like, explain them from the beginning so people can understand, so people won't make a narrative in their own mind of a negative one and accept that about me, and then, like, put that on me and then use that to tell people, like, oh, he's sex trafficking or holding people or making them leave their kids and abusing women. Bro, that's not who I am, and don't allow me to be portrayed that way because of lack of communication, my nigga. That's all I'm saying. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of people they got me fucked up. Because the truth is, when you came, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know you might not want to look at that, but you're gonna have to talk about that because it make me look bad. I keep taking the blame for everything that's going on with these grown folks that come here to make their own decisions, and then I get blamed for something that y'all do, and then y'all sit there with the quiet role, and it make it look like it's my life here. Oh man, you came in my life. Like, come on, defend me. You know I'm not holding you against your will. You're not here on no, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what people are saying, and for you to sit there and not say nothing, it's like, fuck me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of, like, being misunderstood, my nigga. Like, I'm in a place in my life where I'm explaining, like, the reality of the situation. Whereas when you came out here, you decided to roll out here. You really gonna do that face? Really? You gonna sit there like that with that face? You know what I'm talking about. Don't do that, yo. Why you doing it? Why you, like, what you should see, like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, You really trying to play me right now, like, you trying to play me right. Y'all see this shit? This shit is crazy. I can't believe you doing me like this right now.
It's not that hard to talk about the situation.
I can't believe this shit you doing this to me right now. Nah, you explain to the people what happened, man. I told you to go get them. Explain to people what happened, man. So the people know, defend me. Or you gonna let these people think that I'm sitting here keeping you away from your child or took your child or something away from you and all that. Like, tell the people what happened. I'm tired of taking the blame for everything. I told you to get them in multiple occasions. I'm like, yo, well, I even told you to leave. Go back, go get them. You feel me? Like, talk to the people. Because it's like,
She always tells you that she don't want to get him. When you tell her to go get him, she said that she don't want to.
if you're not going to speak up, man, I want you to be able to talk for yourself. Like, come on with the cat got your tongue situation. Like, come on, man. Like, these people be trying to put me in prison. Trying to say that, you know what I mean? Like, you acting like you don't give a fuck about my well-being, and I don't like that. You're supposed to be my friend, my nigga. You're supposed to be like, whoa. I'm here on some shit. Like, I did, blase, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't. I tried to reach out to my folks to go get my son, and they ain't want to give him back to me. And let the people know, like, I supported you. Like, yo, all right, well, look, go get him. Go get him.
They're on the phone with your people. I think it was me.
Yeah.
And somebody else. He was on the phone with them for like hella long, like calling them back and everything.
Like the first time they hung up on us? Yeah, they hung up in our face.
You gonna sit there and not say nothing?
I just have a thing about being on live. I just feel like people be watching me, and I get very uncomfortable with that.
So what? That's what your job is. Your job is to inspire the public and inspire people. You live in your life to inspire us. Anybody that touches you, you're supposed to be inspiring people. You're not supposed to be sitting here like being shy in front of these people. That make me look crazy. It make me look like I'm abusing you, or you don't have a mind of your own. You making yourself look crazy and making me look crazy. Come on, man. Talk to the people, let them know the situation. Because I'm trying to clear up with people what's really going on. Like, they think I'm keeping you from this. Fuck. How am I not coming down on you? How am I kind of is? You like people putting that shit out about me? You like going out and out, you like the police pulling up on us, telling us to come investigate us and all that. You like how people think about me? You think that, do you think what people think about me is true?
No, it's not true.
So why don't you defend me right now? Because at the end of the day, the way you explained it was not cool. It wasn't cool. It was like, it was like you sad, like, blah, like whatever. I always tell y'all, I'll tell all of y'all, like, if y'all want to go. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's being held against their will here. Like, y'all here. Let the people know you here because you want to be here. Like, and I can't get rid of you. You come back. Tell the people what happened with your son. Because it's making me look bad. I guess I gotta take I don't know.
So when I first got here, when I first wanted to join Carbonation, I thought I had an issue with my Babylon child father with keeping him and taking him when I came here, because I didn't communicate with him, I didn't talk to him. So I thought that it would be a problem if I took him with me, and so I just left him with my Babylon aunt. And then come to find out, my Babylon child father,
just say biological.
My biological child father, his name wasn't on the birth certificate, so I could have took him with me. I could have had him.
Yeah, because once you got here, you told me that the father didn't even sign the birth certificate. And I was like, whoa, well, you could have brought him. He could have been with us. And so I made plans for what? For what?
You made plans from the beginning with me.
And what happened when you reached out to go get him?
It wouldn't work. My biological Babylon sisters didn't want me to take him. They already had a situation set up for them to have him.
They wouldn't give her her child, period. They wouldn't give her to. They was like, go talk to the courts, blah, 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 and that's the situation. They won't give her her son. He's welcome to be here with her. And Aya's situation, they not giving him her son at all. So it is what it is. But you tell the people that so that they can understand what's the circumstance. And I'm not telling you to leave your kids, and then I'm not making you not be with your kids, because it seems like you're not being able to be with your kids, and I'm keeping that from you, and you're sad about that. And I'm not having that narrative about you, because that's not the truth. I just want people to know the truth. The truth is, I'm not keeping you here, and am I keeping you here against your will? No. Do not try to tell you how to leave all the time. You read Sybil's book. What did it say in there? I'm telling people to leave all the time. Like, yo, bounce, get out of here. People like, nah, Baba, I don't want to go. I love you, da 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 da. Y'all be wanting to stay here. Like, I tell y'all to leave all the time. Like, yo, if it ain't gonna work for you, go, man. Like, go. Go. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes y'all walk down the block.
And come back.
And come right back and call me. How many times you left and called me when you was down the block? You'll go to the Starbucks.
I've had moments. I do want to be here because I had a lot of moments where I wasn't. I didn't deal with my triggers right, so I stormed out and I went down the street, but I came back because there's nowhere else to go. Like there's
nowhere else to go.
There's no.
See, when you say stuff like that on live, it makes the people think that you feel like you don't have nowhere to go.
I'm back. So this is very important for me to cut in. She said there's nowhere else to go. Look, the mouth speaks what the heart feels, right? She really feels like there's nowhere else to go. That triggered him because he's already on edge, because he knows that the police is watching him, that the feds are watching him, and they building a case around him. So of course he's going to try to change it up, modify it or just try to clean it up, because what she said is what she feels. She feels like she doesn't have anywhere else to go. But this is the same guy that manipulates them and tells them your family doesn't want you. There's nowhere else to go. Guys, these videos are online. They're documented. These are his words, not mine. He tells them this. So when she repeats exactly what you pushed in her and train her to say, it's a problem now that the police are looking for you. You can't just train people to say something and because you scared, because the circumstances changed on you and you're in fear of your freedom, now all of a sudden you think she's going to click back into reality. You're the one that's been lying and playing games with her mind. She's actually the innocent one that actually fell for it. So from the standpoint of hearing what you taught her, why are you mad with her when she's speaking what you taught her? All along, you was lying to her. You was playing with her mind, telling her that no one wanted you because you wanted something from her. You wanted her to be your sex slave. You wanted her to be your punching bag. And as a matter of fact, it's in Sybil's book, How to Get Out of a Cult, chapter 19, or one of the chapters, actually. 19 is when he beat up Eliana, but there's a chapter when she talks about when she was there, Sybil was there, Malia tried to escape. She had nowhere to go. She came back and he beat her up so badly. He beat her up, said that Malia slept under a tree, but she had no phone. She had no money, everything he had. So he had full control and she has nothing else to do. Nowhere else to go. They were in Hawaii. Where was she to go with no money, no nothing, don't know nobody, up over there in the woods, the mountains somewhere, and she had no one. They were not wanted there, so she had to go back. So when you hear her say there's nowhere else to go, that's what she didn't mean to say it, but that's what was in her heart. At this point, she does not know what else to say. Everything she says is wrong, even if she says what he wants, because again, the man is in fear of his life and his freedom, but he should be in fear because he will be arrested real soon. And this is coming to an end. This all is about to end because you will not get away with wrongdoing. No way, no how. Okay, guys, here's the video.
So people be like, oh, Malia, well, you could come here. But I understand. We understand what you're saying, but the people don't understand. Now, if you leave it open-ended like that, then they're going to think like, oh, she only did because she feel like she don't got nowhere to go. But what you're really saying is what?
This is the only place to come to.
This is where you want to be, period. Like, that's it. Like, I mean, babe, you got to learn how to talk because when you say stuff, it hurt me. When you say stuff, they're going to use that shit against me. So you got to be careful when you say things because these people will take that shit and make it seem like, oh, she's being held hostage if she's held against her. I'm here to clear the rumors up. You feel what I'm saying? And you can't miscommunicate. You can't do that. You got to defend me. You have to tell the truth because the people be getting hit in the head with a whole bunch of lies, and then when they see stuff, it makes it seem like the narrative is one way, like, oh, he got them girls over there against their will. Like, what? Like, I be telling y'all to get the fuck out of here all the time. All the time. Y'all come back because y'all want to be here, period. Like, you gotta let the people know that so they know, like, oh, stay straight, because if not, it really make me look like on some weirdo shit, like I'm trying to hold you here. Like, you know how many women is in my inbox? I don't gotta hold no woman here. Like, I love you. Like, everybody, the world knows I love Malia. But don't ever get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no nigga that be holding no woman hostage. For what? For what?